Hey, here's the 2015 garden yard video. There's the front garden, and just going to do a quick pan because I've got close-ups of all the flowers. That's the house at the front yard, and then of course as we swing down and get into the, I'll just walk down and make it smaller here. Swing down. There's some of the flower pots you'll see later, and the gazebo that we spend many hours in, neighbor's house in the background, and the barbecue, which I do a lot of in the summer and winter too for that matter, and there's the hot tub and the little fence, privacy fence I just built, and more flowers there, and we'll continue on later. Okay, this is a video Roxys Garden 2015, and we're starting probably the same route as I took before. This is the little tree patch out front, and not the brightest of the garden, but it's still nice. Okay, we're starting on this section now. There's some kind of tiger lily or something, and that's the bed of roses. The roses aren't all out yet. And then we come down here, and I don't know, I'm not even going to try naming them. I tried before. I don't remember names like that. But they are all quite bright and nice. There's a little rose bush in the bottom there. And of course we got solar lights and stuff through here. And more roses. This is the other side of the front yard. Some of these are getting quite tall and big. Very colorful. I should zoom in on some of these because they are quite lovely. And I like these little miniature roses. They're quite nice to me. And yellow lilies. And I forget, I don't know what those are. I know we had to put strings up for these. Purple flowers. And these, I don't know, they're delphiniums, but they grew wild on the farm, and we always thought they were weeds. Not that kind of weed that you smoke or anything, just weeds. And there's some more roses, miniature roses. Some more white lilies. And miniature roses. Come to this big rose bush here. More delphiniums. Some kind of a nice pink flower there. And this thing here, the girls were looking at it the other day thinking that it's got to be some kind of weird plant because it's going to have more lilies blooming on it than you could shake a stick at. Like it's just like all buds. And then I got to get out of the shadow, I guess. She seems to have a few more flower pots this year. There's one. There's one by the door. And I'll just scoot over here. These probably aren't turning out because they're so bright in the sun. These are by the back door too. And then by the barbecue we got a few flower pots. And then we have these ones. little wagon, and 2 flower pots in little barrels. Probably the last year for the barrels because they're rotting away. Okay, this is the backyard now. We're on the shady side. Not quite sure what those are there. I would say they're daisies, some kind of daisy family, but what do I know? These I like. And then we come around here. We've got a sharp curve in the garden. You swing up this side. Most of the flowers are on the other side on this part. And then we go through the archway. And then we come down this side. A lot of these flowers are the same layout if you got the video I made last year, but I do know that there's more and more. These, I forget, she just told me what these red ones are, but they attract the hummingbirds, and we just saw the first hummingbird this year come into these red flowers. These are bird feeders, one of the bird feeders that needs water in it. And there's the little table and chair set with the flowers on it. Now we're in the gazebo and it's a little darker in here, so I don't know how they're going to turn out. There's a little air balloon wind things, another flower pot. These are probably better when I go on the outside. By the doorway, and of course the water fountain, and begonias, and another little air balloon wind thing. Oh yes, some portable wine rack there. And now we'll swing outside, and that's going to be the end of the video. There's the one pot. There's one on the steps, another one on the steps, and these 2 up here. Okay, here we have the baskets by the greenhouse. They're usually quite remarkable. I'll zoom in on them. And this pot here is quite nice. And I'm just going to walk over here into the greenhouse. And I don't know if you can see. Tomatoes or plants are a little high. They need to be cut back now, I guess, because they go right to the ceiling. They're just starting to get flowers. There are more plant than there is tomatoes. And over here, this side we got cucumbers here that are just starting to sprout. More tomatoes. It's hard to get a good shot. And there's the cucumbers. And there's the tomatoes. More tomatoes. And I hope we get lots because I love tomatoes and cucumbers.